quiet for a minute. Then our audience will know that they're actually ready. The audience was actually quiet before you, sixth graders. I know there's a few people still sitting down and trying to find their way to some seats right now. I appreciate you guys reading the signage and leaving our spots, because once our seventh graders get up, all of these kiddos have to find their way to these seats that are saved there, that we had marked there. So we appreciate you guys leaving those spots for them. This is actually a really cool concert that we have going on here for our spring concert. If you looked in your program, you would kind of see a little bit of a blurb and might have read about what's called the Unbroken Project. Each one of our bands up here, 6th grade, 7th grade, and 8th grade, is playing a piece from Randall Standridge's Unbroken Project, which is a series of pieces that he wrote to bring awareness to mental health, and especially with everything that's been going on with the middle school this spring. Ms. Pedersen and I thought it a great opportunity for our bands to be able to play those and have our conversations around those, so that they understand that mental health is something that we all work with and work on every single day. So we've had some of those conversations and had those moments, and doing it through music is the great thing. The 6th grade piece is actually called Elemental, which is cool because he links elements in nature to emotions and feelings with the music. Okay, so there's 4 movements with that. It's also cool because we actually invited all of our music teachers from the district, from all of the 3 elementary schools, and our choir and band director from the high school, and Ms. Pedersen and I as well, at one point in time are all joining our band, 6th grade, 7th grade, or 8th grade band, to play with them. So on stage right now we have Mrs. Capert from Child, Capert, sorry, my apologies. I always call you by your first name, so I always miss the last name. Ms. Capert from Child, and we have Ms. Merrick. I'd have her stand up, but you wouldn't tell the difference anyways. Hi, Ms. Merrick. You got the joke. There she is, Miss Merrick, joining us as well from elementary with our 6th graders. With our 7th graders, we'll have more joining in as well. So 6th graders have 3 pieces for you. There's the spot right there. Okay. We'll start with Elemental and then Jurassic Park and finish it off with All About That Bass. I forgot one. So I emailed my families as well a month and a half-ish ago that I was asked to kind of step out of my role in the band room and help the school out a little bit and step in as the active dean of students. We are super fortunate to have one of our building subs, Mr. S, as Mr. Jordan talked about. Mr. S stepped in for me. We are super lucky to have a talented music educated sub. He is a tuba performance major, so he's going to play our tuba for us here today as well. And then in the 8th grade, he's actually going to pick up one of the pieces because he's done all the work to earn it. So we will start with Elemental here, and we will get our show on the road. first movement he entitled Air, and is supposed to be associated with joy. And the second movement is, if I get there, is called Earth, and it's supposed to be anxiety and depression. And then the third movement is Water, and it's peace and stillness. And that last movement is Fire, and it's supposed to be anger, which, sorry. This is Miss Pedersen with Jurassic Park now for a little bit of a lighter beat.
All right, our final song for 6th grade is all about that bass, and these guys got to choose this song, so you can thank them for this.